first things first, Biggie's party was lit. Can we lit? And then I would say that the game players are playing a game.
It lasted what? 5 seconds. So why would you do that? There's no way Isabella will beat me to anything. Absolutely not.
What does she mean by that statement?
With Isabella, it was nothing. It was cruise. I kissed her and that was it.
So at the end of the day, Big Brother's children have been able to successfully deprive me of sleep because I was just waiting on this lady called Dede to react to the kissing or no kissing situation after the Thursday pool party. But how did we get here? Let's talk about it. Hi guys, welcome to another episode of This is Quick One Talking, the Big Brother Nigeria show season 10. 10 over 10, no zero, no minus. 10 over love, 10 over drama, 10 over bad news, 10 over confusion, and everything in between. As I said in my introduction, the Thursday pool party that we had that just happened on Thursday is one of the best pool parties ever. I felt like the housemates were going crazy. I felt like the housemates were losing it. At the beginning, the party started, really nice. Everybody was cool and everything. But later on, it just felt like everybody had lost it. And they were just like dancing in ways that I couldn't even understand. But I really was feeling the DJ's mix. I was feeling the housemates and everything. Like everybody brought their A game. Everybody was dancing. Well, I would say Victory was, for the greater part of the party, seated, probably was processing all that had happened between himself and Gigi, and then all that has been happening in the house, right? But apart from Victory, every other person got their groove on. I was a bit irritated at the fact that they were getting water from the pool and pouring it on the housemate, probably to get them gingered to dance and all of that, but I felt that was very unnecessary, especially the fact that most of these guys actually dance with their microphones on, and Big Brother's rule is that water must not get to the microphone. So seeing someone like Rude Boy pouring water on people that were not in the pool, I kind of was not feeling it. But apart from that, everything was just given at the time it was supposed to give. I was just, in fact, I saw myself dancing. Now moving over, like still talking about the pool party, we had one highlight. In fact, one of the major highlights of that party was Dede dancing with Kola. I mean, if you have been watching the Big Brother Nigeria show season 10, you know that Dede is always standing on business at every party. Be it the pool party, be it Saturday night parties, this lady is always standing on business. She will dance and smile, but she wouldn't dance with anybody, especially when it comes to a guy. But for this pool party, I noticed that this girl had actually loosened up so much. She was first of all dancing with girls. Next thing, she was dancing with Kola. I mean, at that point, I was like, this guy must be on cloud nine. I mean, what else can actually go wrong? This guy will be the happiest guy in Big Brother's house right now after she had danced with him. I mean, it was very brief for like, I think, 3 seconds or 4. But the fact that she actually danced with him, like, kind of like rocked him. Oh, hey. Kola was like, I'm out of the world. Ew, ew. And, I felt like the guy was going to be so happy. But apparently, he was not happy. And I'll tell you why. Because at the end of the day, I noticed that I think that Didi was a bit tipsy. I think she fell at some point and the housemates were concerned. And later on, she went inside because she was already tipsy, or I would say she was already drunk. And she was upstairs. Big Brother calls that the party was over and the housemates were coming in. Next thing I'm seeing Gigi, Jasmine, and Thelma having a conversation. Next thing I saw that Sultana was just going all over the place. Oh, Kola kissed somebody. I was like, as how? Like, when now? Like, kind of day, what were you doing your job? Were you doing your job actually? And she was like, yeah, she can't even believe it was a French kiss. I was like, how did we miss this thing? Okay, so who did he kiss?
Zoom the camera, zoom and very well.
At first, right, Sultana was not willing to like divulge the information, but at the end of the day, she revealed that it was Isabella. And as she just said Isabella, more people had already seen it, and the thing that became a whole thing. Like, they were shouting about it, and I was like, I don't understand, Kola. Is today not supposed to be your best night ever, or your best night yet? How is it? So apparently, from what we're hearing, it was like a game or something. I think Isabella was saying she felt like kissing, she misses Kaikumi and all of that, and then she ended up kissing Kola. And it was for a very brief moment. People were really talking about it and everything, and then we let that conversation die down, right? Later on, I'm seeing Emisi talking to Kola saying, I think that what you did was wrong. I think that you just made a wrong move. I think that this, I think that. And then Kola just tried to clear the air that number one, he really didn't see it as a big deal. And secondly, he doesn't really feel anything for Isabella.
For you to kiss Isabella, that's a big deal.
I don't like Isabella. But where's the friend? We kissed. I kept it pushing. It's not a big deal. I don't give a damn. It's not anything serious.
You think she's going to take it just like that?
Because she knows that I don't fuck with her.
She's a girl.
What does that even mean?
I feel if you have a friend, you shouldn't joke with their emotions.
So you need to be a fool for this.
Because I've warned you about that again and again and again. What is what you want?
Emisi just kept on telling that guy, I think you just made a wrong move and I don't know what's going to happen, but I think you should have respected Dede. And he kept on saying, Dede has a relationship outside. Like, what are you talking about? He just kept on looking at Emisi, and for the longest, I'll say that Emisi was also funny. While she was trying to like make her point, right? Tell Kola that, see, I think that you made a mistake. She was still being very funny and very weird about the whole situation. Also, this time, Dede was already in bed and she was with Coin, and I think they were quite cozy. And I was like, these guys have to be careful. But going back to Kola, right, that conversation was happening. Later on, the camera goes back to Dede after like about an hour or 2 hours. The camera goes back to Dede. She wakes up and she's like, she's hungry, she needs to eat. She gets downstairs. And the queen that everybody has been waiting for comes downstairs. And when she does, Kola sees that same Kola that has been saying, don't worry, nothing really happened. Like, what's the big deal? This is my friend. I like her. And so what? And this guy just mellowed.
It was nothing.
I don't care what it was. There's no way Isabella will beat me to anything. Absolutely not. Not even anybody in this house.
Apparently, somehow from the conversation, right, it felt like Kola was accusing Dede of, I think, kissing Coin or something like that. And she said nothing like that ever happened. And then he said, oh, okay, so nothing happened. That means it's just me. And then, Dede was like, see, I do not understand. You are talking about this thing that you did, and it's apparent that you didn't even enjoy it, right? So why did you even do it in the first place? Like, does it make sense to you? And Clara just kept on apologizing, and she was like, it's not the apology that I need. Like, the thing is that you did not even enjoy what you did, right? So why did you do it? At some point, too, she was also talking about the fact that, she felt disrespected by the whole thing, and that Isabella cannot beat her to anything, whether in the house, outside the house. In fact, any housemate or no housemate at all can beat her to anything. And at that point, I was a bit confused at that statement. However, I was thinking that, it could be that she was just stating the fact that she's here to play a game. Her head is in the game. Nobody can beat her. Before anything even happens, she's like 5 steps ahead. So I wasn't even able to even decipher whether or not she was angry at Kola, but she just felt disgusted that the guy would do that, like go and kiss somebody randomly for a few seconds. In my mind, at some point, I was like, does Dede have the right to be angry though? But at the end of the day, I don't know, it just felt like you're always around my business, you're always around me, and if you're going to go and kiss somebody, that's quite disrespectful. She stands up and leaves the space, right? Morgan comes and is like, see, now man you be, like cruise, like don't let this girl control you. Like, do you know who Kola is? Kola will beg Dede for the longest. It's not Kola. So Kola goes back to the kitchen, he's begging her, and she's like, see, there's no need to have a conversation about, like, it makes no sense, there's no need, I'm not really interested, you don't have to be sorry, like, live your life, I will talk to you tomorrow and there will be no big deal about it, except you bring it up again. I really don't want to talk about it, like, it has happened and it has gone, let's move on.
Just let it go, please. Just let it go. Let it go, please.
Kola was so distraught, guys. He walks back to where Kebobo was, as well as Emisi and Isabella were, and he was just like, God, I'm messed up. The same Emisi that was laughing at the beginning and warned him was like, you know what, we should not accept your apology, move away from that, I'm your friend, I'm always going to be here for you, and all of that. And I was just looking at Emisi and looking at how supportive this lady was. But for the longest, Kola was very speechless. He could not say anything. He could not sleep. He could not talk. He was just there staring. And in my mind, I was like, if you know you do something that you regret, why do it in the first place? I know that somehow it looks like maybe Kola has made a statement when it comes to Dede, but looking at the way Dede is and the way she plays her game, this girl is a bit, I don't want to say nonchalant, but she doesn't really care like that. Look at the case of Jason J. She knows sense. Yeah, I know that she'll probably be angry at some point, but she really does not send. But that's when it comes to the whole Kola and kissing situation. I think that Isabella's body, she just really wanted to feel loved or feel touched and some, and she just kept on talking about the fact that, oh, she misses Korikumi. And rightfully so, right? Because Karim is the only one that will give her the things that she wants, right? But because she didn't get that, she was able to like, or she was trying to see if she can get it from other people. She even at some point even kissed Emisi. I was like, this is getting really deep. But guys, that's it when it comes to the whole Kola and Dede situation. Before I go, let's talk about Ivata and Cable, who were having a conversation in the garden.
I don't have a mindset of coming here to shoot whatsoever. So it's like, I already have that mentality and that mindset in my head.
So apparently, looking at the way Ivata was talking to Cable throughout, she likes Cable. And she was trying to hint at the fact that, she has been spending time with Mensa, but she does not like Mensa as much as she likes Kibobo. She kept on telling Kibobo that, Mensa does not even like the fact that she talks to him, that's Kibobo, and that, she would really like to have something consistent with Kibobo. But Kibobo, on the other hand, was saying that, when it comes to the house, number one, he really doesn't want to have anything to do in the house with anybody. And secondly, when it comes to feelings, he doesn't just warm up to people like that. It takes time.
Because I know that you also see like, oh, this one, no. Yeah.
Ivata was given every green light she could give possible to tell Kibobo that, see, I like you, I feel you, and I really hope that we can have something. But Kibobo was like, you know what? I'm not sure I'm really down for that. Now, talking about somebody that is down or not down, there was still Victory and the whole Joanna situation or conversation where Joanna was telling Victory that, see, I understand that we are friends, but I really want to put my head in the game and still play my game and not get distracted. And Victory was like, you know what, I'm giving you your space. It's all well and good. Let's see what happens outside the show. But I know what I feel, even though I do not know what to do with you. And I was like, see player, oh. What do you mean by you don't know? Joanna, please put your head in the game. Don't even fall for it at all, at all. Guys, I know there will still be more drama when it comes to Kola and Dede. But I'd like to know what you think about this whole situation in the comment section. Do you think that Kola should even have an explanation to give to Dede? Honestly, I don't think so. But looking at the way that Kola is, maybe he would always push for having a conversation with Dede. And then for Dede, is she justified to be angry? Does she have to be angry with Kola? I would also like to know that in the comment section. Look, guys, I still want Dede and Jason J to be back together as friends. Like, while I was watching the pool party, I was just screaming, like, these guys dance together, and I like touch him. Like I really miss Dede and Jason J, and I would really love for that to happen. But anyways, maybe it's just wishful thinking. But I got you more right here on this channel. Till next time, remember to enjoy every moment. Mwah.